Alright, here we have this clock right here. I obviously must have missed them. But this is Goatsbear or Salsify. And this is what the stalk of the plant looks like. And I've never eaten it, but my understanding is that the roots are edible. What I wanted to point out though is that this clock, which now has gone to seed, so it's looking like the wind, it wants the wind to carry off the seeds here so that it can reproduce itself, has nice fuzzies on it. And this is really good in a primitive survival situation for making a tinder bundle for fires. So just on the landscape, right now, I wouldn't, without this, I wouldn't be able to positively identify this on the landscape. I could, but beyond a shadow of a doubt, of course, as that I try to err on caution. I would know that this would be a good resource if I needed some extra insulation or I needed tinder for making a fire. So that would be Goatsbear or Salsify, and we're just right off of a city pond, and basically this is this is where their water runoff system goes into, and it's a nice ecosystem. There's ducks. There's a duck over there. There's cattails. There's reeds. There's all kinds of edibles. Just abound, and hopefully, the camera isn't the best that I'm using, but you can start to identify on the landscape what could be used, as opposed to just seeing a wall of green. There's even some yarrow down there, and if you can see it, there's the white flowers. That's yarrow, which is good in aiding in stoppage of bleeding. Here we have a very mature plant of mullein or Verbascum thapsus that has gone to flower. And you'll see as we come up on the flower head here, which is right here, we've got some really, really nice flowers. And they kind of popcorn out. And we've got some bugs there and there, all the way to the top. This is a big, healthy. This is a real nice mullein plant, and these little buds here are going to popcorn out and make these little yellow flowers. And they, I've used them medicinally for earaches. If I can get a nice sharp picture of this, if it stopped moving and my camera would focus, it'd be nice. At any rate, during the season, this is mid-July, and you go ahead and pluck these out and then dry them out, and you put them in a vegetable oil like olive oil or almond oil, and let that steep once the flowers have dried. And it makes a very effective remedy for earaches. At least I've used it, and it works pretty good. So mullein is a more of a utilitarian and medicinal plant. The leaves are used. They're very, very fine hairs on the leaves here, and they're very soft. Very, very soft, big leaves, and this would be survival toilet paper if you're not irritated by it. The leaves can be made into a tincture. American Indians smoke this, or have smoked this as a remedy, actually, as counterintuitive as it seems, for bronchial issues and respiratory issues. And then the stalk here will harden, it'll die, Okay, so these will turn into seeds and they'll drop off, and then the plant will replenish itself, and then it'll create another one. It's a biennial plant, so it's a 2-year plant, and this is the second year. The first year is low to the ground. Second year it grows a very nice flower head. And what happens is they'll die off. This will die off in the fall and winter time. And the flower head here can make a nice torch if you dip it in tallow or oil and light it, and it works just like one of those backyard commercial candle torches. It works pretty good, actually. They'll burn as long as this is. I've timed one at about an hour and a half, actually, and they burn pretty good, and they create good usable light. And so that's what a full-grown mullein plant looks like, or Verbascum thapsus. And there's some smaller ones here with nice flower heads there. And other plants, medicinal plants. There's Anis hyssop here. So this person's got a nice little natural garden going on off the curbside. There's wild bergamot right there. And there's the flowers for wild bergamot. And daylilies, very pretty yellow daylilies. These things are gorgeous and they're lovely to eat. The flowers are edible, the buds are edible, the roots are edible. So they've got a nice little garden going on. And there's some other daylilies over in the far corner there. And you can just kind of see. So, and these leaves almost make me want to think that this is a form, I don't know, it looks very similar, I dare not say, but it looks very similar to Rumex crispus or yellow dock, but I better not say, because it's not exactly that. It's kind of different. So somebody may know who this is, and if you do, feel free to post. It's a nice little boulevard garden here. And then we got a nice mullein plant there, just on the boulevard.